Thank you for the question. At Trophy FPLs, the question from Mo. Thank you, Mo, for the question. With Manchester City looking good, should we really be ditching their players on a wildcard? So, of course, a lot of us going into game week 30, loading up on Man City ahead of the double. Very, very nice looking double. We're halfway through it. We expect at the end of the Burnley game, the KDBs and the Agueros and the Sterlings and the Mahrezes to all just build on what happened last night at the at the Etihad against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Having said that, a lot of FPL managers will either be like me, and on the free hit, a lot of those Man City players will reverse back out. So come next game week, I won't have Aguero and Sterling. I will just have Kevin De Bruyne. But then equally, a lot of FPL managers in your position, which is I've used the unlimited transfers to stock up on Man City. Now I'm going to wildcard out of it. How are you feeling about Mahrez and Aguero in your team then? KDB, let's assume that he's a lock, because I think given his ownership and the fact that he's just a class player, the break doesn't seem to have affected him, despite the pictures we saw on Twitter. He just come back with a bang again last night. So let's assume KDB is kind of locked in. The others, though, the periphery, the Agueros, Mahrez, Sterling, keep or sell?
Well, I think you're right what you're saying about KDB. KDB is the pinnacle of sensible FPLing. Yeah. So let's just keep him. The others, Sterling, Mahrez, Aguero, Laporte, if you went with a defensive option, for me, they're going as part of my wildcard. Now, there's two reasons for it. Firstly, it's the amount of budget that they take up. So it was fine in game week 30 plus to have stocked up on 3 expensive Manchester City assets, because I also had 3 really cheap Sheffield United defenders and a couple of cheap Aston Villa assets.
Grealish, Samatta, McGinn.
Yeah, and I also had Nketiah. So it balanced out that I could have these expensive players. But actually what I'm looking to do now with my wildcard is spread the wealth a little bit more, have a better blend of players across the pitch. Now, that basically means you cannot, or I cannot, even with my team's worth 105.6 mil.
Okay.
Even with that, I can't justify keeping the likes of Aguero. He's just too much money, coupled with the rotation risk. Now, we saw him come on for 10 minutes last night. That's fine in a double. He came on, did some bits in those 10 minutes. If this was a single game week and he'd come on for 10 minutes, I would be livid that I'd spent 11.8 million on him and got 10 minutes when I could spend a whole million less on somebody like Harry Kane and be guaranteed to get 90 minutes. Or I could spend less on a Aubameyang and be pretty much guaranteed.
So you are going to wildcard into game week 31 plus. The wildcard is active.
Yeah.
It's active. Okay,
did it on Wednesday night.
What does your first draft front line look like then?
Kane.
Kane in?
Of course. Spurs have got nice fixtures. We're motivated. Kane's back.
Okay. Kane. I'm going to guess Jimenez.
Oh, Jimenez is going to stay. The only reason Jimenez won't stay is if we see something from Jota at Wolves, because obviously he's a lot cheaper. So if I can save some budget there, I will. But I really love Jimenez.
Jimenez is the better player.
And the consistency of Jimenez historically is better. And I'm going to go with Rashford. So I'm going to Kane, Rashford and Jimenez.
Okay, nice.
I want that front three. That's always been the goal for game week 31, and so the only way to do that is obviously to lose Aguero. That frees up some money. Also going to lose Mahrez, because I also want Bruno from Manchester United.
So you're going to double up on Bruno and Rashford. You're back in Manchester United between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, and I think next season I'll be starting with at least 2 of them.
I must admit, they look in good shape, Manchester United. I've watched a few of the training videos. I'm expecting some good things between now and the end of the season.
With our thinking on Man United, haven't we?
Haven't we just? Yeah, haven't we just? I mean, let's wait. I say let's wait and see a couple of games to see how they come back from the break. But I do think they'll hit the ground running. I do think the feel about the club is really good. What Marcus Rashford is doing off the pitch as well, I think is galvanising the whole club. And it's getting even neutrals. I was going to like myself. I'm far from neutral on Manchester United, as many of you can imagine. But even non-Manchester United fans are getting behind the Rashford thing and are going, well, fair play to the kid. Fair play to Manchester United. They're doing the right thing here. So I think the feeling is good. The feeling is good around Manchester United. I agree. So should we be ditching all the Man City players on the wildcard? You think, well, yeah, unless it's Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Then probably yes. So there we go, Trophy FPL. Thank you for the question.